the wind, ancient voices and spirits sail. Every mark on this earth tells a tale. Every day that goes by without ever asking why, you believe in your dreams. Close your eyes and believe in magic as I hold your hand. Close your eyes, believe in magic. 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 Believe in magic.
Hello, hello to all you beautiful Earth Angels, wherever and whenever you may be listening to this show across the entire globe. Today is Saturday, January 26th, 2019, and I'm your host, Shishi O'Donnell, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. I'm a life, love, and relationship coach, divine lifestyle consultant, certified angel therapy practitioner, and much more. And you're now listening to International Angels Network. We are a show that explores angels, healing, metaphysics, and other empowering topics, and we are a live call-in show, so give us a ring at 516-453-9162. That is 1-516-453-9162. You can also Skype into the show for free from anywhere around the world. You will see a Skype icon on the Blog Talk website while we're live on air. Make sure you press 1 on your phone keypad or Skype keypad if you'd like to speak with me or our guest today, and then you'll be in the queue. International Angels Network is now sponsored by Audible. You can get a free audiobook of your choice today by visiting audibletrial.com/international angels. I'm so happy to have some very special guests with us today who are both experts in women's empowerment, the founders of Women Breaking Plates, Aria Tru and Danielle Kort. Aria Tru is a professional NLP life coach and mentor for women who are wanting to transform their lives. And in 2008, Aria founded Symmetry, a holistic healing and massage center in Denver, Colorado. At Symmetry, she hosted Urban Goddess events, which consisted of women's empowerment gatherings and 3-day healing workshops. And Danielle is a certified women's leadership coach and speaker, and she left her corporate job at Calvin Klein in 2014 and graduated from Life and Leadership Training Program, Accomplishment Coaching in New York City, and to begin her full-time life coach practice. And in 2018, Danielle met Aria Tru, and the rest is history. Together, they brought Women's Breaking Plates Empowerment Party to Los Angeles, which is where I met them. And they had a turnout of over 90 people and had media coverage from LA Weekly and LA Times. And that's where I met these beautiful ladies. So welcome to the show, Danielle and Aria.
Thank you.
Hi. How are you guys
doing?
Thank
you. We're doing great.
So, so you're in Denver, Colorado, where it's a little chillier than LA.
Yes, just a little.
So can I set the stage a little bit about how amazing your party was and how like shocking it was? Really, it was so unexpected. So my friend called me, Renee, the day of and said, "Do you want to go to a Women's Breaking Plates party?" And I do everything by intuition. I didn't know anything else about it other than that. Yes, I've never even heard of that before. It sounds so fun. I want to do it. But when I got there, it was so much more than just women actually breaking plates, which was really fun too. But you had all these stations set up that were about empowerment and so beautiful, self-love notes and a beautiful wall of paintings with affirmations. And it was just so remarkable. So how did you take something like that idea and come from Denver and bring it to LA and have it be such an amazing success?
We're so glad you made it. It was an amazing night that night in LA. We're still high about the whole experience. The event was created to get the message out to women that they can break free of the limitations, the judgments, conclusions that are holding them back in their life, that they can break free of that and that they can make a new choice. And, you know, we so often are, you know, we read books, we learn about these things, maybe we listen to podcasts about them. What we wanted to do is take it all and put it into physical motion. So the whole event is centered around having a physical experience of releasing and having a physical experience of healing. So it's a transformation party. There's 12 interactive stations that you are able to have that experience. For instance, there's the Get It Out station where you write your negative inner self-talk onto a punching bag and you punch it out. Or the Light It Up station where you infuse some flash paper with your limitations and then set them on fire. And of course, yeah, it's so much fun, right? And we love surprising the women with all the different things that they get to do. We hear that often.
Yeah, it was such a surprise, especially the boxing. You know, there's this, basically there are these two, like, buff guys pretty much handing you boxing gloves. And the first time, I walked by it 3 times, and I was very intimidated because I'm not one as an angel to be walking around, like, punching things. And then they had a silver Sharpie, and it was a black punching bag. You could write down what you're letting go of. And finally, the 3rd time going through, and they're encouraging me, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. And I can't tell you how powerful those gloves and how good they felt on. And then I see myself sometimes as kind of weak, but I just went for it, and they were laughing. They took a video of me. They couldn't believe how much energy came out of me. But it was really inspiring to be able to do that, and that was a huge surprise. But it's like these things we don't get to normally do. Light it up. You can light it on fire. You can throw plates, and you can punch things. These are things that are not socially acceptable to really do. They're not very ladylike. But it's
right. That's my favorite part of the. That's my favorite part of the event. Actually, Shishi is just this ability that giving women permission to step into something they're not used to, especially women. You know, we're told to stuff down our anger, for instance. When you can just unleash it all and, you know, put your energy into the punching bag or into the plate and smash it, there's something really powerful about having that permission to do that. It's extremely healing, as I think, you know, you probably found out.
Yeah, and I watched a lot of the women when they went up to the plates. At first, some of them were shy, the concept is you write down with a Sharpie on the plate, same thing, what you're releasing or letting go of, and then you have a coach, whether it's Danielle or Aria or another coach there, and they give you these goggles that you put on, and then they tell you, are you really ready to release it? And it's just really empowering. And then on the wall it says, the story ends here. So the first time I broke the plate, I was a little like, okay, I broke 1 plate, but then someone's like, break some more. And I started to watch a lot of the women doing it. At first, it's like you gently break a plate a little bit, and then you're like, whoa, that felt so amazing. And I could just see people whipping them and getting so excited. It's really fun. It was really fun. How did you come up with this concept, though?
How actually it came about is I went through a year of having seizures, and every time I was about to have a seizure, my mind went into throwing plates at walls. And after about 8 months of this happening, I said to a friend, I said, you would not believe this, but for 8 months, I've been imagining throwing plates at walls. And she said, well, now you know what it's like to be a Latina woman every single day. And we started laughing. Yeah, we started laughing, and I was like, I was like, you know, I think there's probably a lot of women that would like to break some plates. And, you know, I realized that the images my mind was giving me was it was trying to break the tension that was in my body. And I've since been healed of seizures. I don't have them anymore. But the concept was born out of that experience, and then we just took it and ran with it and realized, you know, how many other ways can we express ourselves, and how many other ways can we open to receive? because that's the other half of the event is, you know, there's healers there doing energy work, and then there's readers doing readings for you, and there was men walking around giving divine masculine hugs, and you know, it all was born out of the need for us all to, you know, just be together and receive healing.
I know. I forgot about the divine masculine hug. That was one of my highlights. How did you get these gorgeous, beautiful men? And yeah, like the guy comes up to me and he's just shining face with so much love. And there's a T-shirt that says, "Would you like a hug from the divine masculine?" And I'm just looking at him and I'm like, yes, a 4-hour hug. Thank you very much. But the guys that you had doing that really were just beautiful, divine masculine embodiments. And it felt so, so sweet to feel safe to receive love from a man in that way. So I think it's great that you brought men there as well. It wasn't just, I mean, it was mainly for the women, but that you had men kind of catering to the women in a way, or honoring the women. And that was so beautiful.
Right. We were so careful to choose the right guys for that as well.
Did you put in through a grueling interview process, right?
Well, one of the guys I'm dating, so I knew. And the other guy's a friend of ours. Kyle, the African-American guy, that was Ibak. And Kyle's my partner.
That's
the white guy.
Oh, okay, good. Luckily, because I wanted the other guy. I'm just kidding. I have a boyfriend.
Perfect. He's single.
No, they were both beautiful. But how sweet. That's nice that you shared your boyfriend with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, the event was amazing, and it got covered. It was huge pictures in the LA Times and the LA Weekly, and everyone talked about it because it was so exciting. We'd never had something like that before. And are you doing this all over the country, or what's the next step with this?
We would love to bring as many women as we can, and we are going to, from this point forward, have a certain amount of men that are there to be able to present the divine masculine. So we love that addition to it, and you know, but it's mainly for women, and we are doing our next event in Boulder, Colorado in May. And we're opening ourselves up, you know, where else would it be a contribution? You know, who else would like to receive women breaking plates?
Well, we do have women from all over people from all over the country and world listening to this. So if you're someone in Chicago, in a city who would really love to host and bring out Women Breaking Plates event in conjunction with Aria and Danielle, helping with that, and wanting to assist to promote it, let them know. You'll be able to. What's the best way for them to reach you if they want to get in touch?
Through our website.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have
Go
different
to the contact
information there. We have have our phone numbers on the contact page. If they want to give Aria a call, my number's there. And then we have hello@womenbreakingplates.com. They can send us an email. We love hearing from women. We love hearing from people. You know, after the LA Times event, we had women contact us around the country and say that just reading the article made them cry, because they realized that it was so needed. This expression was so important, and that it's been a missing link in our healing. We've got to take those traumas, those emotions, and do something next with them, and get it out, and be supported. And so we would love to bring this to as many people as possible. And it's a new, we've only done 2 events, and so we're continuing to open ourselves up to what's next. And in the meantime, we are going to continue to teach classes online and take clients if they want to work with us personally.
That sounds amazing. And you both are individually major powerhouse coaches. And I just wanted to ask Danielle a little bit, because I know you have such a unique background working for Calvin Klein. What motivated you, after being in the fashion industry for 6 years, to start being a coach?
Well, I started to get into personal growth and spiritual growth, during that time is kind of when I started to awaken, if you will. And I started getting visions of myself speaking on stages and doing things that were way different than what I was doing. And I was like kind of confused, but I got excited by those ideas. And I guess I would say my inner guidance honestly started to lead me in a new direction. And I got excited about, these new ideas. So coaching, I figured, well, I can't even imagine speaking on a stage at this point. That scares the heck out of me. And so I decided, why don't I start with one-on-one coaching? And I just started going in that direction. And I told it to my boss at Calvin Klein. I said, look, I'm going in a new direction. And she totally supported me. And I took a year-long training class that year. And then I moved over into a whole new arena. And, it was just my inner guidance, honestly. And I still love fashion. I just realized that wasn't my path, at least at that time.
Wow, but how beautiful that your corporate boss really let you really truly supported that you wanted to do that, and you still were able to have the income that year as you pursued making the move. That's quite extraordinary. So is Calvin
really
Klein
was.
a really
I felt very guided.
forward thinking? Is Calvin Klein like a forward thinking company?
I
mean, obviously, or is it just that
so,
person?
but I don't know if it's a general statement, but it's that person. It felt like we had a soul connection for sure. We had helped each other in past lives of some kind.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah. Well, so I understand you have a wonderful course that you're offering that are going to help people develop their own connection to their inner guidance, which is how you got to where you are. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our course is True North, Inner Guidance Training, and we're doing it online, so it'll be all done live with live calls. And really, we're just, helping people connect to that part of themselves, that inner wisdom that knows it can see the puzzle, the whole puzzle of their life. And when we're not tuned into that, we're kind of just trying to make decisions from our mind, and we're running around and we're like, maybe this, maybe that, but you really don't know. You might be asking your teachers or people around you. But really, when you connect with that higher place within you, you can find the answers and the solutions so much easier, and things become so much smoother. Just kind of like the example I just gave, how my boss supported me. Well, I was really tuning in and trying to listen to that higher guidance. And that's why things become smoother in your life, and you become more fulfilled in your life, because sometimes what your ego thinks you want isn't what your higher guidance is guiding you to, and what you really, truly want. And so you're fulfilling these, ego needs, when really you're looking for that true fulfillment. And that's what I was seeking. And so this is what we're really helping people tune into and be guided by that voice within.
And how do people know if it's their inner guidance or just their mind?
That is such
a
Aria? Great question. Yeah, absolutely. That is
cool.
A great question. I wondered that for years, actually, learning different techniques of listening to your inner guidance, and I still couldn't figure out, is this my mind answering, or is this truly my inner guidance? And I, about 8 years ago, learned a technique called light and heavy, and it's what's true for you will make you feel light, and what's not true for you will make you feel heavy. And the entire functions off that you are a vibration, your energy and a vibration. And that vibration is never stagnant. It's never just sitting still. It's either expanding or retracting. And when life is in alignment with you and things are light and expanding, that is true for you. It's a space where you where your body, where your soul, where your life can grow. And when it's heavy, it is the retracting, and it's an energy, a vibration of no, there's nothing there for you, don't go that way. And so Danielle and I, this entire experience of women breaking plates has been created by us following this light and heavy. And there are times when you want to, insert your mind into it, or insert the ego, where you're hoping there'll be this answer or that answer. But what we realized is that to really sit ourselves down and ask, do I really want to know what's in my highest and best right now? Not what's fantasy, not what I'm hoping it will be. Like, sitting ourselves down and saying, I really want to know the truth, and asking, and our vibration, our spirit will answer in this vibratory state. Our essence doesn't have judgments, conclusions, and points of view. Our vibration doesn't. It's only our mind. So the technique we use bypasses the mind and works completely with vibration. And actually, that's how we ended up going to Los Angeles after our success in Denver. We were like, we want to bring this to more women. Where should we go? And we felt into Los Angeles, and it was just this rushing yes, go that way. And then every single step of the way, we just kept asking, and we're so glad, we're so thrilled by the outcome of following our inner guidance every day in every situation that we want to shout it from the mountaintops. We believe that everyone should know that they have wisdom within them that will guide them, that's beyond their mind.
That is so beautiful. And did you have challenges in creating the events, or did it just go really smoothly in creating the LA event, for example?
Yeah, we definitely faced challenges. And when you're growing, and we knew we were up leveling, we knew we had to bring ourselves to a higher precedence in our lives to put this on. It was so much work. And so, we faced challenges, which helped us grow. But, and those challenges, specifically, for me, keeping the faith, and keeping the faith that people were actually going to show up. And so, one of my fears was, are people going to come to my party? That was my little girl's voice, I don't know. And, Aria, was able to help me stay on track. And she had done the first one in Denver herself. And so, I was able to move through that, just continuing to, let go of those limiting beliefs and those fears, and doing our processes together. And, the way we did that was just communicating with each other and stating our fears out loud to each other. And then we would do an exercise where we would, shatter and dissolve any of the energy connected to these, fears, to our past experiences, our future fears. And we would just connect with our inner guidance and ask to be led to what's next, and ask to allow the entity, Women Breaking Plates, to breathe on its own and have a life of its own. And we would, send light through this project. And just these exercises we were able to move through these challenges.
That's so beautiful. I love your process.
Well,
thank you.
We went to LA not really knowing many people, and we Danielle knew about 5 people, and we took this to Los Angeles and, entered this city of millions of people and going, oh, whoa, how do we get this out there? How do we let women know what we're offering? And like Danielle said, we had to just keep clearing the energy and asking for guidance, and it kept showing up.
And isn't it amazing how the universe puts for example, for me to show up, it was very random in a way, because, those 5 people or however many people Spirit brings the right people to you that are meant to be there to spread the word, and the way to get you guys in the media so it can be seen, because this message is very timely, and the timing is now, and it's in support of all and for the empowerment of all. So, of course, you'll be supported. But I don't know how you got 500 plates up to a 4th floor of the in downtown LA. That's a challenge in and of itself. You have to buy the plates. I don't think you drove them from Denver, did you? Did you get them in LA and then just bring them up there? So, and all those stations. It's a lot of work. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right.
People have been pretty generous with us about the plates. In Denver, they donated them to us, and in Orange County, they gave them to us half off, just because there were women behind the counter that believed that women need healing, and so it was. But that's the great thing about this, is that everything that Women Breaking plates, touches, and everyone that hears about it, there's just a yes. And like you said, it's timely. There's this yes of like, wait a minute, we need to take our power back, from whatever we gave it to, whether it's fear or worry or other people or society in general. Like we are powerful beings, and we can stand in that. And so it's so fun for us, for Danielle and I, to go around and talk to people about this, because it lights everyone up.
It
does. It feels so divinely guided.
It is. I have no doubt that it is. And some people would say, why are you wasting all those beautiful plates? For example, when I put on Instagram, I had the little video of me holding my plate up and then getting ready to throw it. And one of my friends on Instagram wrote, no, I was thinking, no, not that one. It's so pretty, because a lot of the plates were actually very pretty. And it's like, why are we wasting these? I just want to let everyone know that no plates were harmed. Wait a minute, no, plates were harmed, but all the parts of the plates were saved. And aren't they being used for mosaics and artworks? I think I heard someone saying that. Yeah, so who's using those?
Yes, they are. The Women's Empowerment, the Global Women's Empowerment Network uses them in classes, art classes that they're creating. And
so they're not going to waste
someone
who's worried about that.
and they never have either. In Denver, we had an artist put the pieces, bunch of pieces back together, and the mosaic said, "People heal piece by piece."
Oh my gosh! Good.
So yeah, it's piece spelled out, like pieces spelled out, and then piece, like harmony.
Oh, piece by
does that make sense?
P-E-A-C-E.
Yeah. So the two different pieces.
Oh,
yeah, it was really beautiful.
So beautiful.
I
love that.
Seeing those plate pieces be put back together in art, which is part of our, whole expression, that we can shatter the strongholds in our lives and that we are ready to let go of, and we can take those pieces and make something beautiful out of it. And that really is in alignment with all of our lives, right? And the Global Women's Network coming along and saying that they wanted to use the pieces in their classes, like, really touched our hearts, because the classes,
that was their idea,
are women who have been in domestic abuse situations and that are in women's shelters. And so throughout the whole 8-week class that they're having, 1 hour a day is dedicated to putting the pieces back together.
Wow, that's amazing.
In new and artistic ways. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. So what advice would you ladies give someone who is just starting out, like following their dreams and wanting to use their inner guidance?
So I would say, just being patient with yourself and knowing that it's a practice. So when you're first starting out, you might get a little confused. We had talked about earlier in this call about, whether it's your inner guidance or your ego, your mind, or something else. And just, being patient with yourself and testing the waters, and the more you use it, the clearer that voice will get. And sometimes your guidance guides you to things that are, going to teach you a lesson. And so it may not be something you would necessarily choose yourself, but when you look back, you realize, oh, okay, I really did need to learn that thing. And so I'm glad my guidance guided me to that, even though it was really hard. You grew.
Right.
And so, yeah. And it's a process.
It is. It is a process. It's a language, learning how our essence speaks to us, how the moment speaks to us, how that we have connection to, what career is best for us, who's the right person for us to date that would be expansive for our life, when is a good time to move. We have all those answers within us, and it's like allowing ourselves to let go and listen deep inside. And I'll add to Danielle's thoughts by saying that another good thing for people starting out is support, because when you're only doing it yourself, you might question yourself, or you might spin out in fear and worry. And when you start doing that, you get too anxious to want to sit and listen in the beginning sometimes. And so having people that know how to talk the language with you and say, okay, let's like take a deep breath. Now, what does your inner guidance say? And I believe that those words are words that we are going to, as a collective, spread around the world. I see a world where anytime anyone's going through something, we sit with them and we be with them and we listen and we say, okay, what is your inner guidance telling you about that? Leading everyone back into themselves instead of a world of advice, where we're giving people advice. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. It's like, no, like let's support each other in saying, you know what? You have wisdom, and let's together connect with that.
And, when I first met you guys, I didn't know anything about the guidance portion of your passion of your teachings. And it's so funny that my website since like 2001 is Divine Guidance Readings with Angel Shishi,
wow.
and it's divine Guidance Coaching. So when things like that happen, those major synchronicities, it's like why, the inner guidance girls are going to be on the Divine Guidance show to get more press because what you're doing is very important. People need to know that. And that's just how spirit works. True. It's so perfect. So how do people, when is your 8-week True North inner guidance training starting?
Sure. So
how many weeks is that? I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a 4-week live online training, like we said. And it starts on February 20th.
Great. That gives people time.
Right. So it'll be Wednesdays at 6 p.m. PST. And so the live calls will be once a week on Zoom. And then we'll have exercises and assignments and buddy support and all that good stuff that you'll find in a course.
Yes. So how do people sign up for that?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat?
Yeah, how do people sign up for that?
Oh, sure. Just visit womenbreakingplates.com, and you'll click on courses, and you'll find the course listed there.
Wonderful. Okay, great. Well, I hope everyone who wants to be empowered and get more in touch with their True North inner guidance can go to what is the website, womenbreakingplates.com?
Correct.
Yes, that's pretty easy to remember, right? Womenbreakingplates.com and sign up for Aria and Danielle's beautiful course. And we're now at the midway point of our show, and we're going to be taking calls for questions for Aria or Danielle, and you can also get a free live mini angel reading for those of you with specific questions. Give us a ring at 516-453-9162. Listen to International Angels Network 6 days a week, where we explore everything metaphysical, spiritual, mystical, and much more. We also take your calls for angel messages live on the air. If you're not able to join us live, you can catch the archived podcast on iTunes, Pinterest, Potable, Player FM, Castbox, Podtail, Podchaser, Stitcher, and now on Google Play. Our online radio network has started a membership program to help spiritual entrepreneurs expand their business. International Angels Network provides ongoing support, coaching, and mentoring for all spiritual entrepreneurs worldwide for the low price of just $20 a month. You can learn more or register at internationalangelsnetwork.com/membership. I'm Angel Shishi O'Donnell. I love empowering people through my one-on-one divine life coaching programs, and I also love helping people connect with their angels and guides and get peace of mind through my angel readings. For information on my readings, events, and coaching packages, please visit my website, divineguidancereadings.com, or you can follow or friend me on social media. I'm Shishi O'Donnell, she-she, on Facebook, or Angel Shishi on Instagram. So give us a ring at 516-453-9162, and make sure you press 1 on your phone or Skype keypad if you want to speak with us or get a reading. So I'm not sure if we have anyone calling for reading, so we'd love to ask you guys if you have any questions. We could do a little reading for you. Oh, we do have a reading. So if there's any more lag time, we could do readings for you. But we have Carla from Florida. Calling in. Carla, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for calling. And what can we do for you today?
I have a question, if you can answer.
Sure.
I just opened a new office probably almost 4 months ago, and it was going okay. Me and the landlord were getting along because I share an office with acupuncturist who owns, part of a building. And it was going good until Monday. She flipped on me, and I knew she was going to rent the space out, but she knew as a massage therapist I needed it quiet. And she's going to bring in a chiropractor and wants to bring it right next to my room, which would be way too loud because her walls are so thin. I can hear her just talk like she's standing in the room with me. And, I had to talk to her before about that in December, and she's like, try to make it really quiet, and didn't know she was that loud. And then all of a sudden Monday, she goes, I'm not keeping quiet anymore. You're just going to have to accept this noise. I said, no. That's, I told you I needed, you said it was a spa setting. She goes, no, I decided it's a clinic, and we're not going to be quiet. I'm not going to be quiet for you. I'm not telling my patients. I said, well, that's going to disrupt my clientele, and they'll never come back. She goes, you're just going to have to deal with it and let them know. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then she had also room space for me to do my classes, and that was part of a lease, and she's going to take that away and rent that out. So what do you see? I don't know if this chiropractor is going to be coming in, and God only knows if she doesn't come in, who else she would bring in.
So how do you feel you're doing really great with this place and you love it and you're really, really attached? Because the angels are showing me there are many more choices, and there are a reason why you're being put, like it's like the baby bird getting pushed out of the nest. There's a level of expansion that can happen if you're willing to trust and follow.
Yeah, so, I'm willing. So if I had to leave and it didn't call, because there is a lease involved, it would have to, she would have to break the lease for me to leave. I would leave,
and so is she open to doing that or no?
I don't know. She's very money hungry, so more money oriented. So, but then again, if she thought she could make more money, she would kick me to the road. I went out.
Right. So she's not loyal to you. So I would have a conversation with the landlord and say things are not as expected and I'm not able to do what I originally rented the office for. I'm not able to do anymore. So, and I think coming from a place of win-win and do you have anybody else who might be better suited that you could have either take over your lease or suggest that doesn't need it to be so quiet?
Oh, no. And on the lease says I can't rent that out. She would have to.
Okay.
But I've already had on Monday 2 talks with her, and it just went even south further. It just went like from bad to bad, and it really showed that she didn't care.
How much time do you have left on the lease?
I'm only going into the 4th month, and it's a year lease. So 8 more months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But she would be breaking the lease if she rented the conference room out or wasn't able to use it. I would think that would be breaking the lease since it's on the lease.
Right. I feel like there is a way. We're going to ask the angels to intervene in this situation so it could be handled for the highest good of all. But I do feel that you have to leave. But got to be the person at that moment was not the right timing to talk about it, and that's why you said it went south very fast. That she might have been in a fear space about money and losing money and all that stuff. The cards I pulled for you are be gentle with yourself and words of abundance. Only to use words of abundance and steady progress. So. To be gentle with yourself, we're asking, Archangel Michael is helping you with this. He's one of your guides. And the prayer is, Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. So what I feel from you that I like is that you're not putting up with stuff that doesn't feel right and just laying over and taking it. but there's a certain amount of anger energy that's not, I don't know, there's a way to do it, express it in a more neutral way that will have a better reaction from the other side, whether it's the landlord or the person who's making the noise. And there's something about egos bumping up against each other and fighting back, but there is a harmonious solution. So is this chiropractor super busy and has people 24/7, or can you work out a harmonious schedule where you're not all the time having people at the same time?
20 people. He's supposed to have at least 20 people a day.
A day, wow.
Yeah, day.
I get it.
Yes, you want to talk about it's going to be a zoo. And then plus he's going to have, I guess, his wife there in the hallway by my door, greeting both customers in and out. It's going to be like a nightmare.
So we don't want to have it be a nightmare. We want to create a harmonious solution. And I do feel from the beginning, I felt it's you leaving. So now we need to figure out how to leave in the most harmonious way where you're not having it affect your credit and where everyone is satisfied and happy. I would think any logical, reasonable landlord would understand your perspective and how it doesn't make sense and it's not what you agreed to when you originally signed the lease. So, and I think if you had to get a lawyer involved, that would come up as making it being fair, because that's not possible for you to run your business in the way that it's going. So we're going to ask the angels right now to, are you willing to trade pain for peace is the question the angels are asking you, Carla.
Oh, yes. I want peace, yes.
Yeah, because you've been trying to deal with this on your own, and it's really stressing you out, and you're it's a lot. So, and you're very nervous and upset about it. And we want to let go of fear around the situation, and we're going to ask the angels to intervene to transmute everything to the highest vibration of unconditional love. So just picture yourself putting the whole situation in your hands and just lifting it up to heaven and let the angels take care of it. And I feel you're going to get moment-by-moment guidance, like Danielle and Aria were talking about. There will be a moment when it's the right time to have a very conversation from a neutral place of heart-centered love with your landlord in a way that makes sense, so it could be amicably handled. And then I feel there is a new place for you where you're going to reach people you never would have reached because of the location, and that's being set up for you behind the scenes. That's why this is happening. So we want to picture the landlord being in a space of abundance and not being, like you said, money hungry or fear-based, but trusting and letting things flow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any suggestions, Aria or Danielle, for Carla? Aria, are you there? Oh, maybe Claudia muted you to minimize the background noise. Anyways, thank you for your call, Carla, and have a blessed day. We're hugging you through the ethers and sending angels your way to help you deal with this stress, honey. All is going to be well eventually. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
So, bye. So we have Tyrell from Texas. Tyrell, are you on the line?
Yes, my name is Pearl.
Oh, Pearl. Sorry, there was a typo on my on the screen. Sorry about that. Pearl, hi. That makes sense. I was going to say I've never heard the name Tyrell. So what's happening, Pearl?
Be a new one. So I have a question. I am thinking about doing a volunteer job of it's hosting a 2-day workshop. And I wondered what you see around that for me, if it's a good time for me coming up, and if it's something that I should do. And my whole thing is I don't want to be overstressed. I just kind of want to pace things out in my life to remain, very steady.
So many people, when they get that divine guidance tapping on your head, do this, do that, and it's something that's been coming to you for a while, which I feel this has, because this is a part of your life purpose, to be doing teaching and leading workshops and helping people. And then you have the mind that comes up with all the reasons why it's not comfortable. Your comfort zone, getting out of that, it's not fun. So you want to have it be easy where you're not stressed out. So the truth is you can do it with, as little stress as possible, but it's always going to cause a little bit of stress to do things that are beyond what your comfort zone is. So when we
That's
expand, it's not always comfortable. So, it's never going to be just like chill and it doesn't take something for you to do this. You're stepping into your life purpose. That causes people fear. And you have a very relaxed way of dealing with it. If you're like, oh, I want to do it in the easy way, or, what did you say? Steady progress. But I definitely feel this is a very strong yes for you to do. It's not just about you. It's about helping other people. This information that you have is unique and it will help people. So letting go, like Aria and Danielle talked about their process when they had fears around coming to LA. They only know 5 people. They had to go through and erase the fears from the past, like no one's going to come to my birthday party, and erase fears of the future. And I feel the angels want you to do a similar thing, which is, letting go of fear and stepping forward. Aria and Danielle, are you guys on the line still?
Yes. I think we're muted.
Okay,
before.
good. Yeah, sorry, I thought so. So, do you have any advice for Pearl on should she lead a workshop and how and the timing-wise to go about it?
Actually, I would be the coordinator for a 2-day workshop. So it's pretty extensive.
The coordinator.
I'll be the coordinator, and it would be for like probably 80 to 100 people. I just don't. I want it to be in a good time for me, but I also need to, it can't impact my career and finances either.
Okay. Okay, what do you think about that, girl?
Pearl, how are you feeling about it? I know it's a possibility in your world to lead this. What are you feeling inside? Is it like wow, this would be a great thing for me to do, even though it could possibly have some challenges, or is it like, maybe I could do that? How are you? Where are you coming from in your inside?
Well, I have never attended the workshop before personally. I've just read about it. So, that always helps if you get to have a preview of what it's like before you've done it. That's first off. I just don't know that I'm the right person for the job. I can do it. I just don't know if I'm ready to take that on at this point in my life. So it's about, once again, is the timing right for me and for my family and for my career, because that's going to take a considerable amount of time of my daytime out, which is going to take away from making money.
Can I ask one question?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Does it excite you? Does the possibility excite you?
A little. It's kind of like going, well, that kind of looks like fun over there, but I can't really see it.
And how about the feeling inside of you? Do you get like a butterflies or a warmth or a feeling of expansion?
I don't.
Or do you get more of like a contraction?
I'm open.
So if you tune in, you're open. Okay. So if you tune into your body and you close your eyes and you think of this possibility of coordinating this event, what do you feel in your body?
Again, I don't really have. It's coordinating a bunch of details and then synthesizing them into an organized manner. I don't really have a feeling right now.
And do you feel like it's connected to your life's purpose?
Of helping other people, yes, because it would help other people, especially young students. It would help other people. I just don't know if it's I'm kind of looking for the futuristic information. Is it a good time for me to do this? I can do it. It probably would be the most extensive project that I ever put together, especially in a field that I know, but not as in depth as some other people might know it. So I'm open. I don't really have a feeling about it. I'm just kind of like, it's like swimming across the ocean. I've never done it before, but what is it? It's kind of fun, I like to swim, but you know what I mean?
I do. Well, I will say that the first feeling I got when you first said it was a big fat yes. And that's just my own guidance. If that helps.
A big what,
so,
yes?
A big fat yes.
A yes. To do it.
And
yeah,
and
so thank you.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying, if it is what you're choosing, if you do look at it and you say, this does look like something I would like to achieve and accomplish. It's allowing yourself to just open to the process and feel good about your choice. So whether you choose it or not, it's important to just really feel good about what you're choosing. So that's the energy you're taking into it, or that's the energy that you're walking away with it from. And it's up for you to get to make that choice. And I would say just continue to ask yourself questions and follow your knowing. And like Danielle was saying, check into how it makes you feel in your body. If when you think about it, it all goes into restriction, then that's your body saying, I'm not sure if this is the time. If when you tap into it and your body, you start to expand into the possibilities and it feels good, then that's your essence saying we can go that way. And you can ask for ease every step of the way. You can ask for ease, and not that ease will always come, but even in those moments when ease isn't there, you can ask, and it does assist, and the right things unfold.
Okay.
Yeah, and Pearl, I do feel that because this opportunity has come to you, it is a divine assignment, and not as a guilt trip, but I agree with everything these girls have said, and you are being offered an opportunity that is in alignment with your purpose, which is to help people, and I think you're very good at coordinating. So it's a matter of, like they said, making sure you can get in alignment with your feelings, and you're open to it, but seeing the timing-wise if it feels good. But like I said before, it doesn't always feel great when you're expanding. Sometimes we resist that because we like things to stay the same. But your soul is calling you to the next level of your evolution, and part of that is this managing, organizing, coordinating, delegating. But I do see a lot of delegating. This doesn't have to be you, work. You can delegate volunteers. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm good at that part or not. That's my problem. I'm good at coordinating myself and doing the work and working with other people pulling the information in. I just don't know if I'm good at delegating. That's what concerns me, is that you have to delegate.
Well, that you can get good at delegating because that is self-love. And yes, so you don't have to do it all yourself. That's what they're saying. And with the team, it'll be a lot less overwhelming and more fun for you. And it is about having fun while you're doing it, not dread. So whatever it takes to create a team where you feel free and excited about it, that's what you need to do. So thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day, and good luck with all that and everything. And thank you, Ari and Danielle, for your guidance on this. And we have Belinda from North Carolina, and today is Belinda's birthday. Happy birthday, Belinda.
Thank you, Shishi.
Happy birthday, Belinda.
Hello, ladies. Thank you. I just want a mini reading for my birthday.
You want a mini birthday reading? Okay, let's see what the angels want Belinda to know for her birthday. So, let me see. Well, the first thing is your angels want you to know you're very loved, and I got the card Shower of Abundance. It says, to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow. So have you had financial concerns?
Yes, and I've been working on releasing it.
Okay. Well, the angels want to give you a birthday present today, Belinda. So I want we often have been programmed from childhood, with lack and scarcity consciousness around money, and also with feelings of not being deserving, not deserving money, and that it's wrong to ask for money and financial success or financial help, and that we're not worthy and all these things, not good enough. And we have these programmings often since childhood that are passed on from generation to generation. And the angels want to do a little energy work with you right now to remove some of these discordant beliefs and thought forms and kind of things that have been keeping you in a stuck place, because this is the year of moving forward for you and you changing your life. That's what they're saying. 2019 is the year where you're going to make that change, that really big change that you're wanting to, that liberation. So I want you to just take some deep breaths, and Archangel Michael is here, and he wants to do a little vacuuming out. So if you just co-create this experience with me, close your eyes. So he has one of those old-fashioned tube vacuums in the top of your crown chakra, and it's just vacuuming out stuck energy in your mind, your thoughts, your belief systems that are not serving you, that lack consciousness that's been passed on from generation to generation, and sucking out behind your eyes, stuck and blocked energy down your throat, your heart, your lungs, and everyone who's listening, by the way, you can do this right along with us and do this vacuuming with Archangel Michael and energy healing. But this is a special birthday one as well. So vacuuming around your liver, kidney, spleen, pancreas, stomach, gallbladder, kidneys, intestines, colon, the top of your right leg, the bottom of your right leg, right knee, back and front, your right calf, your right shin, your right foot, your right toes, the top of your left leg, the bottom of your left leg, knee, back and front, your left calf, your left shin, your left foot, your left toes, your gluteus maximus, your lower, base of your spine, all the way up to your spine to the base of your skull, and your upper shoulders, your middle back, your lower back, and the top of your right arm, right elbow, right forearm, right hand, right fingertips, the top of your left arm, left elbow, left forearm, left hand, left fingertips. Okay, so everything's vacuumed out, and now Archangel Michael's pouring in the brightest white light, and it's harmonizing all your cells and reminding you, you are divine. You're connected to the sun. You're connected to the source. All is well. You can give up this story. Like in the women breaking plates party they had on the wall, the story ends here. Let's shatter your limiting beliefs like plates right now against the wall, and truly let go of the feeling that you're never going to get out of your situation, that you don't have what you need, and all that stuff. You don't have money. You're trapped. We're letting go of these limiting beliefs. They're not the truth. They're made-up stories that you have believed, and we're now letting those go. And all your cells are being reharmonized and reminded that only love is real, and you're fully supported as you tune into your inner guidance, as those guys have talked about. Each moment, you'll be guided in every now moment where to go, what to do, what to say, and to whom. And they're reinstalling your original divine blueprint template of perfection right now. Take a deep breath. And now, that little girl, you that had the happy birthdays way back when, because you haven't had a lot of really happy birthdays since then, we want to tune into that little girl version of you, your happy, higher self you, that believes you deserve good. And I just want you to put your arms up to heaven like a chalice and repeat after me. I accept good.
I accept good.
Money.
Money.
Love.
Love.
Opportunities.
Opportunities.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Success.
Success.
Into my life.
Into my life.
Right now.
Right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yay. Okay, sister, this is going to be a wonderful year for you. Thank you for calling in. Many blessings to you.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you. Big hugs. So I want to thank Aria and Danielle for being here today. You guys are a total inspiration. Thank you for coming and sharing your wisdom.
Thank you for having us.
Yay. And so if you want to sign up for their course, go to womenbreakingplates.com. Sign up for their Inner Guidance True North 4-week course over Zoom. And if you want to get in touch with them, hello@womenbreakingplates.com. And many hugs and much love to everyone around the world, from Shishi, Angel Shishi, and Danielle and Aria.
Yeah.
And have an awesome week.
Hugs.